Hey everybody, it's Jeff and Carlos, and we are not at Buckhead Church. We're not. Let me tell everybody where we are.
We are at Andrew's upstairs, and which is a local bar here in Buckhead. And so obviously, you know, we're not at Buckhead Church, different surroundings, but we're here for a reason.
Yeah, and we're really thrilled about this, and we announced it at the night of worship. But when we were planning night of worship, we had, you know, you and your team are just so incredible when we were talking about and praying over the night and all that. And someone on your team said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we extended this somewhere out in the community? And that comment kind of started us rolling. So tell us, and that really kind of led us here.
Yeah, it led us here. It led us here. So we're sitting in the meeting. You're in there. The team's in there. We're in this little room downstairs at Buckhead Church, and I think initially we started thinking, well, what if we did like a night of worship at Chastain Park? Right. You know, what if we just left the walls of Buckhead Church? And there was something to the fact of leading worship outside of the walls of our building, because Buckhead Church is more than just our building. So we started thinking about that. And then from the Chastain Park idea came, well, what if we did these in some local venues, some bars and some clubs in Atlanta, and had nights of worship there? Conversation kind of went in that direction. From there, the conversation went to, well, what if they weren't nights of worship? What if we just got our musicians that are probably as talented, if not more talented, than the musicians that are playing there on a regular basis, to go and to share some of their personal songs, some songs that maybe aren't worship songs, that they can't share on a Sunday morning. And what if we just started this little music tour around the city of Atlanta, brought our musicians, brought our vocalists, and allowed them to share songs from their heart that some have to do with faith, some might have to do with a spouse, some might have to do just with real life, and allow them to share those things. Well, why would we do that? It kind of narrowed down the vision to this. We all have friends, Jeff, that we want to invite to church. Maybe we have invited them to church, but they've said no. And this could be an opportunity to invite those friends, not to church, but to a place that they're already going on Thursday night. They're already going on Friday night. But now we get to say, hey, I've got a friend of mine that's playing music here this night, and this friend is gonna sing songs from their heart about faith, and possibly, hopefully, it can just spur a small conversation about God.
And one of the things that I think this really ties into, and you've heard us say this, if you've been around Buckhead for any length of time, is that you know, Buckhead, this isn't about Buckhead Church, it's about Buckhead, it's about this community. And so we want to go into this community and tell people about Jesus. And we're going to try this. The thing is what I told your team was, hey, I don't know if it'll work, but I feel like it's worth a shot going into these venues. And the other thing, my heart's desire, I know yours is too, Carlos, is when these nights are over, I'd love for the people who work at these venues and the people who go here on a regular basis to go, who were those people? Yeah, those are the nicest people. Yeah, they were passionate about the music. They were. There's something different about those people. I wonder what it is that they have, and maybe that would lead them to conversation. Maybe it would lead them to Buckhead Church. Maybe it wouldn't, but hopefully, obviously, ultimately, we want them to lead that into a relationship with Christ. So that's what we're gonna give it a shot.
It's a project, you know. So.
How can people kind of follow us? I know I think we have a MySpace.
We have a MySpace. To find out all the information that you want to know about this, you can go to buckheadmusicproject.com, and that'll take you to a MySpace page. We've got a Twitter feed that's going on. We're soon going to have a Facebook group that's going on, and then this YouTube video itself, people can share this, put this on their blog, and allow their friends to understand why we're doing this. But I think another important detail about this whole thing is that we don't want to fill these venues up with people that are already going to church. We definitely want to fill these venues up. I kind of imagine and dream of it with like half and half, making sure that we're just taking our friends again that would never step foot into Buckhead Church and allow them to realize, you know what? They're not a bunch of freaks over there in that big shiny building.
In other words, don't come alone.
Yeah, don't come alone, yeah.
Anything else we're forgetting?
Well, if we've forgotten it, we've forgotten it. So I think this has been good.
All right, good. Well, we look forward to seeing you around the city on the Buckhead Music Project. Yes. See you soon.